I just thought of a palindrome.
Yeah?
Oi, oi, a yo-yo. I don't know if the Australian oi is spelled O-Y or oi, oi, or O-I.
I think it's more of a Jewish...
Oi, oi, a yo-yo.
It's no Madam, I'm Adam, but it works.
A man, a plan, a canal. Yo-yo.
Unboxing.
Unboxing.
Where we unbox things here on this show.
All right, we're still working on it, guys. Come on, get off our backs. Olivia Rose asks, who's the best famous person you guys have ever met?
Back several years ago when I was famous for 11 minutes, I had a sit down in his office with Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah, that's right.
We sat and talked for over an hour. He gave us advice. He was very generous. The problem was, I had to go to the bathroom worse than I ever have in my entire life.
And if you say, you know what, I have to go to the bathroom, it might be over, it might be done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there thinking, well, maybe it's going to be over soon. Maybe he's going to say, okay, I got things to do. And pain, shooting, stabbing pain in my bladder.
Yep.
I don't know what I drank that day, but it was the wrong thing to drink. And eventually I had to get up and say, I'm sorry, I have to use the bathroom.
Yes.
He was like, it's right over there.
I met the playwright Lanford Wilson.
Ooh.
Yes, he's a Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright. I went to a premiere of a play that he wrote in New York City. There were famous people at the show, and I went to the after party, and there were, like, Judd Hirsch was there. But Wilson is sitting at this table. He's dressed like a homeless guy. He's got this ill-fitting suit. He's got white socks on. He's obviously the playwright in this situation. He's sitting there with a very attractive young man. And he's also with a very dapper older man as well. And I go over the table, and I'm thinking, all right, what was the tone of the play that he wrote? And it's like, oh, it's kind of cynical about love. And I go up to the table and I say, I really enjoyed your show tonight. And when I was in college, the play Tally's Folly made me fall in love. And for that, I never forgive you. And there was silence at the table. And I'm like, my joke just bombed. It was like, there were like 15 jokes about how bad love is in the play. The dapper middle-aged man finally goes, and Wilson laughs, and the little, handsome boy laughs. And I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm like, thank you for your party. Wonderful show, and I left.
You dropped the mic.
I did, yes.
We have postcards. This is from Ick the Troll from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
All right, the Yankees are in Chattanooga.
Peter on his business trip to Japan.
Oh.
We got another one from our buddy Michael U.S. Bonds.
He's never going to run out of these. He's printing these in his basement.
And this is a little Jack Lemmon postcard from our buddy Andrew at the Wages of Cinema podcast.
Oh, excellent. Making spaghetti with a tennis racket.
We have a letter here from overseas, par avion. I get the feeling this is an envelope with a postcard on it. And I'm right. This is from Matt in Lutterworth, England.
Lutterworth? There's a joke in that name.
Look at that slab of meat. And that cow leg he's carrying is quite large as well.
Hey, what happened? The game over? Yeah, it's one of both. What score? They murdered him. Any homers?
Woo. How many murders?
Life, I'm 34 years old. I'm just tired of looking, that's all.
I don't think Borgnine ever looked 34. I think when he came out of the womb, he looked about 35.
Well, how about going down 72nd Street?
Picking up some whores.
You know a nicer girl he can marry?
Oh, don't worry. He'll get married, Aunt Teresa.
He sits around in the house all the time.
He always playing this, how do you say, Magic the Gathering. I don't understand it myself.
You get kicked around long enough, you get to be a real professor of pain.
Professor of Pain, my favorite Morrissey B-side.
I've known you for 3 hours, but...
I really want to freak you nasty.
Well, I don't think a mother should depend so much upon her children for her rewards in life.
I think a mother-in-law should live out by the garbage and the alley cats.
Hey, Mom, you know what I think I'm going to do?
I think I'm going to bathe in front of you. Marty! That fat, ugly man got himself half a dog.
That sounds like the plot of The Island of Dr. Moreau.
What? We want to pay tribute to our donors, people who generously give us their hard-earned dollars because they like our show. People like Sierra, Patrick, George, Dan, Maurizio, Rebecca, who says, congratulations, Ernesto, from your biggest fans, Growly, Gus, and Love Bucket. I bet those are cats. Danielle, Jonathan, Corey, Martin, Merlin, Michael, who says, have enjoyed your show since the beginning, fellas.
I have too.
Cleopatra, Jacqueline, Neon Wizard, Mora, and Anna, who says, would you say hello on the next show to my husband, John? He's a huge fan of the show, and he's gotten me hooked, too. Hey, John, thanks a lot for getting your wife into our show.
Tell her to pass it on.
We'll get to the rest of our donors later in the show, but for now, the Zatoichi report. My quest continues to watch all of the Zatoichi movies in 1 year. And since last time, I have not watched any.
Thank you for the update, Matt.
Yes. I have some more verse to read to you.
Here it comes.
In honor of the Oscars, which we just saw, this is a poem about an Oscar-nominated film. Now, it should be noted that in these little pieces that I read, they're inspired by movies, and often they contain quotations from those movies. Now, if you were reading it on paper, you'd be able to see where those quotations are, but since I'm reciting it, you can't always know that. So I'm just letting you know that some of these may be quotations from the film.
You don't want to do?
No, I don't want to do
Good, I hate air quotes.
The title of this is a quotation from the film. It is called The Guy Just Needs Something to Live For, and it is inspired by the Oscar-nominated film Nebraska.
Hey.
Dreams are simple and dumb. Dreams are the paint on the highway, a new belt, a letter memorized, finding your dentures on the railroad tracks where you staggered home after drinking dreams from bottles, dreams from cans, the thick liquid of it, falling down on the floor, heavy with your dreams, passing out, falling deep into the dark blanket of dreams, scarlet fever forgotten, the peeling paint of the childhood home forgotten, and as you drift off, a whole fish restaurant full of old friends, distant relatives, and nobodies stands up and applauds.
Hey, Bob Odenkirk's in that movie too.
He is my buddy.
Yes.
We have some more donors to thank. Here they are.
Steve, Christine, Malcolm, Rachel, Tristan, David, who says, this show warms the cockles of my starving student heart. Luke, Bet, Patricia, Michael, Ibarianex, Daniel, who writes, I have you to thank for introducing me to Lost Highway.
Our pleasure.
Yes. And Brian, Karen, Michael, Wesley, and Ava, who says, as the former film critic for my college newspaper, Welcome to the Basement fills me with happiness and makes me laugh every time.
You were a critic for your college newspaper, weren't you?
That's right, 2.5 years. Eau Claire Spectator. Go to the newspaper more. You can look at my old articles.
Well, we've got some packages here to open. Let's do it.
I'm using my bare hands.
Here you go.
Oh, not anymore.
I got a record here. Let's see what it is. It's from T.A. Epley. He likes to send me records. I like to get them. This is called The Pale Light in the West by Ben Nichols. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I like that cover.
T.A. always stumps me. He sends me music I've never even heard of.
Yeah. It's a box within a box classic.
Oh, this is also from T.A. Epley. He has instructed me that I'm only to open one of his packages per episode, so we're going to have to save this one for next time. Well, that's it for unboxing. We thank you for joining us, and you can see an episode of our show coming up this Friday, and another unboxing episode in 2 weeks. We'll see you then.
See ya. Do I keep talking? Again?
It's okay. I know you don't like that. You like this?
Chopping off your fingers like a Tom Hardy. Chopping off your fingers like a Tom Hardy.
All right, we're good. We're done.